Watching on KUAM TV or streaming us on YouTube, we appreciate it once again. And I'm Jason Salas. And the Freedom Award recognizes those employers who allow their uniformed personnel to go and serve and fulfill their duty in the U.S. military. It's a very, very serious obligation. I got two friends of mine, Don and Marianne, and we are going to talk about this wonderful award. Half a day.
Half a day.
All right. Happy holidays to you both.
And same to you.
Okay, Don, this is something that maybe not everybody is familiar with, but it is critically important because a lot of people just say, okay, I know I employ several people. Some of them are in the Guard. You know, I give them time for training. I give them time if they ever have to be deployed and everything like that. But would you say it's as much a obligation and a duty, if you will, to our United States military for employees to give them the time to do that service?
Well, it's the law. So there is a law, the Uniformed Services Employment and Reemployment Rights Act, that protects the employment rights of service members in the Guard and Reserve who are called on orders to serve our country, and when they are done, that the employer has to hold their job and have their job available to them so that they don't have to worry about that while they're out serving our country and wondering if they have a job to come back to.
So we can't just say, you know, sorry, your position's been closed, or, oh, meet Bob, he replaced you while you were, you know.
That's correct.
Yeah.
That's correct. It is. So that's what ESGR is about, the employer support of the Guard and Reserve. What our organization, we're a Department of Defense organization, but we're run by volunteers. So there's a committee in every state, and most of the heavy lifting is done by volunteers. We have 20 volunteers, 4 in the CNMI, and we have 16 that are here in Guam. And what we're trying to do is trying to build that relationship between those employees that are in the Guard Reserve and their employers. So, you know, we have to recognize as employers that we're sharing those employees with our armed forces, and that's important for the work that they do. And, you know, today, 40%, roughly about 40% of our armed forces is made up of the reserve components. So that's what we try to do, is try to help the employers understand the important work that they do, get them behind that and support them. And, you know, we're lucky, we're blessed here in Guam and CNMI that we have very supportive employers. Makes our job a little bit easier in that respect. And we try to honor them. We recognize them through awards that we have, different types of awards. But the big one is the one that is done every year in Washington, D.C., and that's a Secretary of Defense Freedom Award. And that's only given out to 15 employers every year, from big companies, small companies, the government sector. And so the nominations come from each of the state committees. And so we ask our service members if they could please, if they feel that their employer is deserving, to nominate them for this prestigious award. And there are different other awards that are given out. The one that is the most prestigious from a state level that we give out is the Pro Patria Award. And we give 3 of those away every year. And we have this big annual gala that we put on, black tie event, in which we invite the service members and their employers to come out and to receive the honor of these awards.
Well, Marianne, could you tell us maybe what some of the criteria are for the Freedom Awards? Because certainly there's a lot of service members watching this right now, either locally or throughout the world, and they're like, you know, my employer is very, very supportive of that. I would like to actually recommend them, but what are the parameters? Okay.
I will talk about the Patriot Award also, because that's a precursor.
Sure.
The Patriot Award, you're the service member. I'm your employer, and whenever you go on drills or whatever, I'm kind to you. I allow you. I do not give you hassle. I go beyond and give you the opportunity to go and come back and know I have somebody covering your job. And you as an employee, as a service member, would recognize your employer. You know what? My boss always takes care of me. Then you turn around and you will go online or talk to our service member, our ESGR office members, and you can nominate them anytime, anywhere, you know, 365 days a year. Now, Don is talking about Freedom Award, and that's the top. You see me, I'm your employer, I still go beyond. You're on drill, I go out and I talk to your spouse. I check on them, how are they doing? Everything's okay, especially Guam. We're in the typhoon alley here. You know, that comes up every now and then, and I probably would have somebody, your supervisor or whatever, contact your house. Hi, Mrs. So-and-so or Mr. So-and-so, is everything okay? Is there anything that we can do for you? You know what? That just removes that stress level from you, the service member. You can concentrate on why you're out there in that theater. And when you hear from your spouse that everything's okay here, they check on me every once in a while, it makes you feel so worthy as a service member to work for my company.
Okay, well, if people are considering nominating their employers right now, can they do so electronically, or is there a packet they have to send away from?
Yes, they can actually go online. They can go on to www.freedomaward.mil, M-I-L, and there they can click on the link that will get them to the page where they can go ahead and fill it out, turn it. That comes to us, then we interview them, we interview their employer, and then we for the best ones, we send them up to D.C. Now, we've come very close. Like I said, there's only 15, and we've come close a couple of times. In fact, the judiciary of Guam just narrowly missed out on receiving that award. So let me show you. This is what that award looks like, okay? And this is a big award. This award is, you know, it's like this big is what it is. Very prestigious. And it's presented by the Secretary of Defense himself. And they have the big ceremony every year at the Pentagon, and what they do that. So that's what we're hoping for. We're hoping to get, and we have the caliber. We know we have the caliber of employers here in our region, and we'd like for the service members to please nominate your employer, and let's see if we can find one to win this award.
All right. Well, thank you both so much.
Thank you.
We appreciate
It's
the
a
time.
pleasure being here.
Sit tight, everybody. We are back right after this.